Hello, and welcome to the 2024 Upton's Natural Open Enrollment presentation. In this video, we will review the 2024 benefits package and the open enrollment next steps. Open enrollment. Open enrollment is the one time of year to verify your personal benefits information, make any changes you wish to your plan elections, and add or remove dependents. Your next opportunity to make changes to your existing coverage without a qualifying event will be next year during next year's open enrollment. Some qualifying events are getting married or divorced, having or adopting a baby, experiencing a death. If you were to experience any qualifying life event, please let Jessie know within 30 days so you can make changes to your plan. This year, open enrollment will run through June 21st. We ask that anyone making changes to their plan submit a new election form and get it to Jessie by that Friday, June 21st. So let's take a look at the 2024 benefits package. 4 medical plans available at Upton's Naturals, 2 HMO plans, and 2 PPO plans. Let's talk about the HMO plans first. Remember, when you have an HMO plan, that your primary care physician will dictate all your care. So before you can see a specialist or have procedures, your primary care physician will give you a referral for that. So in terms of the plan, your day-to-day services, like office visits or specialist visits, will be covered by a copay. For larger ticket items like an MRI or a surgical procedure, you would have a deductible. In this case, the deductible is $0. After your deductible, all your copays will track towards your out-of-pocket maximum. That is the worst case scenario in a given year, in a calendar year. So if I were on this plan and I had cancer, it would cost me $1,500 for the year. Remember that with HMOs, there isn't out of network. So you only get in-network benefits with the physician that you choose. And of course, you have copays for your prescriptions on this plan as well. HMOs typically are copay driven. This is a great example. When you're looking up doctors on this network, make sure you're looking up providers in the Blue Precision network. The medical plan we're going to review today is also an HMO. This plan also has a $0 deductible. You'll see some changes though in the copay and the out-of-pocket maximum. This HMO is considered a gold plan. For your day-to-day services, you will pay copays of either $50 or $70. This plan also has a $0 deductible. You will notice that your worst case scenario on this plan, also called the out-of-pocket maximum, is $5,000. So although you have a $0 deductible, all your copays will track towards that $5,000 deductible. $5,000 out of pocket, I'm sorry. Once you've reached that $5,000 out of pocket maximum, you are done for that calendar year. Remember again that with HMOs, there isn't out of network benefits, and everything you need to do needs to go through your primary care physician. First of the PPO plans we're going to talk about is the Gold PPO plan. Your day-to-day services will be covered under your office visit copay. So you'll notice you have office visit copays for specialist office visits. For anything bigger than that, if you have to have a procedure, an MRI, lab work, you will have a $750 deductible. After you meet your $750 deductible, then the insurance company will pay 80% of the bills. You'll pay 20% of the bills for tier 1. until you reach that out-of-pocket maximum of $6,750. If you see a tier 2 provider, you will pay a higher copay or higher deductible for that visit. The out-of-pocket worst case scenario on tier 2 is $8,500. So it's always useful to try to stay in tier 1 where you pay a lower deductible and lower copays. Some tier 2 providers includes the University of Chicago Medical Center and Lurie's Children's Hospital. But there's a lot of great providers in tier 1. Rush, Northwestern, North Shore, Edwards, a lot of great providers signed up to be in tier 1. When you're looking up doctors and hospitals, make sure you're looking at the BCO, Blue Choice Options Network. The last plan we're going to talk about today is the Silver PPO option. Again, for day-to-day services, you will be protected under a copay. In this case, it would be $50 in tier 1 for regular office visits, $70 for a specialist. For anything besides an office visit, you will have to have a deductible for larger ticket items like lab, MRIs, surgeries. The deductible in tier 1 in this case is $5,250. After that, the insurance company will pay 80% of the bills. You will pay 20% of the bills until you hit your out-of-pocket maximum of $8,150. Remember, you get more bang for your buck if you stay in tier 1. However, if you have to see a tier 2 provider, that's okay. They are open to you. You will just pay a higher copay or deductible for that visit. And again, just like your other PPO plans, you do have a prescription drug benefit with prescription copays that all track towards your out-of-pocket maximum. Remember, when you're looking up providers in this PPO network, you want to look at Blue Choice Options BCO network. Here is a grid of the new per pay cost for the 4 plans offered. You'll see the cost that you would pay per pay and how much the company pays also per pay. Making the most of your medical benefits. Employees enrolled in the Blue Cross Blue Shield medical plan have access to the following services. Wonder Health. They are a behavioral counseling program and metabolic syndrome reversal and weight management program. Visit wonderhealth.com/BCBSIL for more details. Also, there is an EAP, an Employee Assistance Program through CompPsych through Blue Cross. The phone number is listed here. I recommend everyone has this in their phone. This benefit is available to you and everyone in your household. You can call in and get some telephonic counseling. They'll point you in the right direction for some face-to-face visits as well. So please make sure you either go online or save this number in your phone. A few other programs offered by Blue Cross are Learn to Live, which is a digital mental health program that can help you through various issues. You can log into BCBSIL, choose Wellness to find the digital mental health section. Also, Blue Cross has partnered with Hinge, and they are there to help you with musculoskeletal issues. For example, I work from home, so I frequently have neck pain from bending and looking down at my neck and my laptop and my phone. So I have Blue Cross and I have Hinge available to me. I took an assessment and let Hinge know that I was having some neck issues. They shipped to my home free of charge some resistance bands and instructions on how to download their app and work with the resistance bands and get some exercises there's a nurse that checks in with you, and they have various resources available. So it's really great. I recommend anyone who has any kind of PT issues to go ahead and check that out. And remember, that is free of charge to you. Now let's discuss some tips on how to save money when it comes to your health care. Preventative visits are covered at 100% when in network. A few things to note. When you go in there for preventative visit, make sure you let them know that you are there for your annual preventative visit, and that is all. If you mentioned, by the way, I'm coming down with the flu or I have a rash, they may code that as diagnostic and not preventative. So you want to make sure that when you go in for your wellness exam, you let them know you're there strictly for your wellness exams. Females get a second wellness exam through their OBGYN. And remember that deductibles and copays do not apply when you're covered in network. For prescription drugs, take advantage of generics when they're available. If you are diagnosed with a condition and you have some expensive medications, make sure you consider manufacturers' rebates and coupons. Many times those are valid for an entire year. And make sure you check out programs like GoodRx too. I've used them 3 times in the past year. I had to transfer my prescription, but it was ultimately worth it to save a few bucks there. A few other tips on how to save money when it comes to healthcare. High-cost scans, x-rays, and MRIs. Many times, those types of services are 2/3 less costly at a freestanding imaging center opposed to having it done at the hospital. Also, there's a program with Blue Cross that can actually give you some money back. I personally had to have an x-ray. I went online to find out where I can have this x-ray done. And there were places, for example, the hospital, where I would just go in and pay my deductible and get my x-ray. And then there are other places listed. There was one in the community here where if I went there, they would send me a $40 check because they're just an efficient place and they're trying to move traffic their way because they are a more efficient provider. And remember, you guys have many avenues for accessing medical care. You have your normal doctor's office. You guys have those minute clinics that are available to you that are at like a Walgreens or CVS. There's urgent care centers. You also have telehealth available to you and a 24/7 nurse line. So you guys have a lot of avenues of health available to you. Blue Access for Members, also known as BAM, is the Blue Cross portal that you will want to log into and download the app. When you log on to the site, you can see all your medical coverage highlights. You can see what your deductibles are, copay. You don't have a deductible on this plan, but you can see what your copays are, as well as looking up doctors that are in the network. You can review all your claims and EOBs there. You can also, there's many quick links. For example, quick links to the Blue 365 discount program, the gym membership program, the various programs that are available, the Hinge program we talked about earlier. They are partnered with MD Live for all your virtual visits. You can initiate that on your laptop or on your phone. The phone number is listed here, the information on how to log on, but basically you want to connect with your provider. Within about 20 minutes, they will reach out to you and you can interact and have your visit. They can diagnose you and even call in a prescription for you. This technology has evolved a lot, especially since and through the pandemic. For example, it's a little bit gross, but when I was ill I was able to have a virtual visit, and you can actually upload pictures, let's say, of your phlegm or any kind of mucus you have going on, so the doctors can see and kind of help either, further diagnose you. So it's a really cool technology, and it has definitely grown. Everyone should have this phone number in their phones. Um, and of course, the Blue Cross app on your phone as well. If you have a question about a diagnosis, Blue Cross has health advocacy solutions. This phone number listed here, 855-804-3641, or through the app as well, you can have your own personal health advocate to help navigate various issues you may be facing. Whether you have questions on your benefits, your EOBs, you need help finding a provider. Sometimes you might need help with an appeal or a prior authorization. The number is there listed here. But remember, these guys are there to help you. So don't feel that you're there to navigate the site alone. If there's any programs available, they'll let you know. The name of the program is Health Advocacy Solutions. And again, that is free of charge to you through Blue Cross. Blue Cross has member rewards. This is that program I spoke to you about earlier, where if you know you have to have a procedure done, you can log in and you can find a reward eligible location for that procedure or service. For example, if you have to have an MRI, you can look up MRI providers and it'll tell you if you have it at this location, it will cost relatively about $1,500 and they will give you $150 cash back. At another location, they'll show you the procedure might be more expensive there at $3,000 and only offer you $50 cash back. But this program is designed to incentivize you to use more efficient providers that you would find on the portal or on your app. If you travel outside the country, there's still Blue Cross can still help you coordinate coverage. Please remember to take this phone number with you. The phone number listed here is 800-810-2583. If possible, you want to let Blue Cross know where you're going to, just so they can help find and coordinate not necessarily in-network providers, but providers that they may partner with. You may have to pay the claim, but upon your return, Blue Cross can help coordinate the benefits and assist you through that process. They are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please make sure if you are a frequent traveler outside the country that you do carry your Blue Cross card with you and have this phone number in your phone. Blue Cross has a discount program called Blue 365. There's a quick link on the member portal, but you'll see some discounts on various services like hearing aids, vision services, some dental discounts, discounts on Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem. Examples of the discounts available on Blue 365 are Skechers, which are extremely popular, Fitbit, Live Kick, which is a private fitness yoga and training app, eMindful, which helps you with stress and chronic pain management, yoga and things like that. Blue 365, again, they continue to expand their program, but all of the discount program services are listed there. The quick links for Blue 365. I love this page because it has so much information here on one page. Remember that the portal for everything you need is called Blue Access for Members. You'll also want to download your the mobile app. If you have your phone, you would always have your medical card with you. If you downloaded the app, you can see the front and back of the ID card on that app and share it with your provider. Remember that you have access to virtual visits. The phone number is listed here. You also have access to a 24/7 nurse line. That phone number is also listed here. If you're planning on having a baby, there's a maternity care program called Special Beginnings. If you take chronic prescription, there's mail order. So there's a lot of services and wellness programs called Well on Target. That is also all available through Blue Access for Members or your Blue Access mobile app. But that is where you will find everything that you need to navigate the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. GoodRx is a very legitimate and very cool program. If you haven't seen those little cards at the pharmacy, you can go ahead and download the app. You would simply enter the medicine you need to take and the dosage, and it will let you know where's the nearest, cheapest place to get that prescription. It's very cool. Sometimes the worst part about it is you might have to transfer the prescription from where it's at to the cheaper pharmacy, but many times it is worth it. Also, GoodRx you can use on your pet's medications as well. Now let's talk about the Guardian dental plans that are available. There are 2 dental option plans available. A DHMO, which works similar to a medical HMO, and a PPO dental plan. Just like a regular medical HMO, the DHMO is copay based. So whatever procedure you need done, there is a corresponding copay to pay. So what's nice about this plan is there isn't an annual deductible and there isn't an annual maximum. If you need to have 10 crowns, then you would just pay the crown copay 10 times. Everything would be copay based. Please look at the list of copays, also called a fee schedule, to review those copays. Also, most importantly, with the DHMO plan, is calling the dentist office to make sure they accept your First Commonwealth DHMO plan. Sometimes the portal reflects more dentists actually take it than what is actually happening out there. So make sure you call and ask if they accept the DHMO plan through Guardian. Separately, there is the PPO dental plan. The PPO dental plan is on the Dental Guard Preferred Network. There's a $50 annual deductible. There is a $1,000 annual maximum per person on the plan. So if you have 3 people on your dental plan, your spouse and a child, every person would get their own $1,000 annual maximum. Preventative services would be covered at 100%. Basic services like fillings would be covered at 80%. And major services like crowns would be covered at 50%. Whenever possible, please try to go in network. When you go out of network, the dentist will not file the claim for you, and you will get a very small reimbursement check back. Here's a chart of the per pay cost for the 2 dental plans, the DHMO and the PPO plan on the right. The vision plan available is also through Guardian. It is on Guardian's PPO network called the Guardian Vision Full Feature Network. Your annual eye exam will be covered under your $10 copay. Your materials are covered under a $25 copay. Please note that for frames, there's a 130-day allowance. And 20% off the balance, anything over the $130 allowance, except for at wholesalers like Costco. And also there's a $130 contact lens allowance. Remember that you're eligible for new frames every other year, but you certainly can go in for your eye exam every 12 months. Remember, when you're looking up providers on Guardian Anytime, that you use the Guardian Vision full feature network. Per pay cost for your vision plan is listed here. Also offers voluntary life insurance through Guardian. Through Guardian, an employee can buy up to $250,000 in additional life insurance. Spouses are eligible for up to 50% of what the employee buys. And there is coverage for children as well. The maximum for a child is $10,000. Please make sure that you keep your beneficiary information updated with Jesse in the office. And remember that this is a benefit that is paid for by you, the employee, though it will be payroll deducted. Guardian also offers an EAP program. EAP stands for an Employee Assistance Program. This 24/7 phone number and service is available to you to help with any type of stress management, anxiety, family issues, work conflicts, legal or financial difficulties, not just drug and alcohol abuse. There's all sorts of resources that they have. They can actually connect you with local counselors, and you can have up to 3 free sessions separate from your insurance, no deductibles, through Guardian. So everyone should have this phone number in their phones. So this way you remember that you have an EAP program, and you remember to call it. It is confidential and free of charge to you. Upton's loves pets. So we want to make sure that you have the proper coverage you need for your pet. Please use this QR code to get started. You can also log on to your laptop. But there is a discount program available to you. Also a comprehensive benefits program. Please reach out to me or Jesse with any questions. But I checked this QR link out, and it's pretty cool. And you can get your rate and your price set up fairly quickly, getting the discount through Upton. Illinois Secure Choice is a program that allows you to automatically save for retirement through payroll deductions at work. You have 30 days to decide if you would like to start saving. You can set up your account now, or you can also opt to set it up later, or you can opt out of the program. Please do so within 30 days. There is a phone number, web address listed here, and please reach out to Jesse or myself with any questions. What are the next steps? Open enrollment is now. We are running open enrollment now through Friday, June 21st. This is also what we call a passive open enrollment. So if you wish to keep things the same, you do not need to take further actions. If you do need to make any changes to your current plans, just make sure you do so by Friday the 21st and get your election form to Jesse by that time. Remember that your next opportunity to make changes to your existing coverage without a qualifying event will be next year during next year's open enrollment. Have questions? We've got answers. Please reach out to Jesse, Andrea, who's myself, or Raquel with any questions. We are all here, not just now, but all year long to help you with your claims. Please do not spend hours on the phone with the insurance company. You have a team behind you to help you with all these, to navigate the plans, to help you with any issues. So please reach out to any of us. and let us help you and do some of the heavy lifting for you. Thank you for your time today, and enjoy your benefits at Upton Naturals.